when my enemy said I was through, he took me from the bottom and put me on the top. He laid his hands on me and now I can't be stopped. And that's why I love him like I do. Good morning and welcome back to your spiritual sports segment on Rhema Gospel Radio. Better than when you heard it yesterday. I'm CJ. Here we go. Major League Baseball pitched off their World Series last night as history was made and a comeback story that would make you go, "Aww," as the San Francisco Giants battled with the Detroit Tigers, and this battle belonged to the Giants as they simply pummeled, pulverized, and pasted. Alliteration. I love it. The Tigers 8-3 as Pablo Sandoval became the fourth player in MLB World Series history to blast 3 home runs, but was the first to do so in his first 3 plate appearances. And the comeback story was Barry Zito, who had been left off in all 3 postseason rosters in 2010, got the start last night and was simply marvelous as he dominated to get the win and even drove in a run as the Giants take Game 1 of the World Series. In sporting news, the National Football League Players Association is opposed to having former Commissioner Paul Tagliabue take the place of recused current Commissioner Roger Goodell to preside over the appeals of 4 suspended New Orleans Saints players, citing conflict of interest, and want Tagliabue to recuse himself as well. The union asked in U.S. District Court in New Orleans that they appoint a neutral arbitrator for the appeals process, and the NFL was opposed to Tagliabue stepping aside. For your NFL Quick Hits, Forbes released their annual least liked and most liked players, and the top 5 least liked players in the National Football League were Ndamukong Suh of the Detroit Lions, Jay Cutler of the Chicago Bears, Michael Vick of the Philadelphia Eagles, Randy Moss of the San Francisco 49ers, and Matt Leinart of the Oakland Raiders. And the top 5 most liked players are Troy Polamalu of the Pittsburgh Steelers, Drew Brees of the New Orleans Saints, Charles Woodson of the Green Bay Packers, Peyton Manning of the Denver Broncos, and Aaron Rodgers, also of the Green Bay Packers. Mario Williams is not expected to miss any games after the Buffalo Bills' high-priced defensive end had what the team called a procedure to relieve discomfort in his injured left wrist. Denver Broncos linebacker DJ Williams was served 30 days under home arrest for driving under the influence, but not until after the season. Cleveland Browns starting linebacker Scott Brigida will be placed on injured reserve with a neck injury, ending his stormy season and perhaps his football career. The Carolina Panthers announced they placed 3-time Pro Bowler linebacker John Beeson on injured reserve Wednesday with knee and shoulder issues. Cleveland Browns offensive guard Jason Pinkston has been released from the hospital after being treated for blood clots in his lung. The Detroit Lions have signed wide receiver Brian Robisky and placed wide receiver Nate Burleson on injured reserve. And finally, the NFL will use pink penalty flags for the Miami Dolphins and New York Jets game in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month after the Commissioner Roger Goodell received a letter from an 11-year-old suggesting the change. This sports segment was sponsored by The Spy in Orlando, Florida, as they were voted Best Spy in Orlando Weekly yet again. To have your company sponsor a sports segment, please email me at cj@cjsports.com for more information. To catch archives of your spiritual sports segment, log on to my innovative blog site, cjsports.com, and make sure you give me that follow on Twitter at cjsports, and don't forget to like me on Facebook at cjact. Stay tuned for more updates in your next spiritual sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and keep smiling because God has something special in store for you.